Three, two, one. We are live. Very cool. Looks like we are up and running. Everything is looking good. We're set to public. Everything is in there. We'll give everybody just a few minutes until we officially get started. So far, so good. We'll see what happens here. We are in here, ready for action. Happy post gobble gobble to everyone jumping in here right now. Randy Molina, thanks so much for joining. Hello, hello, hello. Looks like it may be just you and I at the moment here, at least whoever's going to be chatting. We'll see here. Goody Two Shoes, how you doing? Hey, hiya, hiya, hiya. Michael Domer, Ian Gibson, the Dayton Live Show. What it do, Mr. Review Crew himself. Pablo Rogue, thanks so much for jumping on. Metro, BNSFF, and UPN Railfan, thank you so much for jumping on. Dom's World, what it do? Sonic Jet, Iggy Wiggy. We got a whole bunch of people jumping in here right now. As you guys can tell, we are jumping in using the front end portal for YouTube's live streaming. I don't usually use this software. This is my second time doing it, I guess, officially in a very long time, being that OBS is broken on Big Sur for Mac right now, and I don't want to redo everything that I've done. I'm just going to wait for the update to fix itself because it's too much to put together with everything else I've got going on in my life right now. So this is not bad. You guys can see me and hear me, right? Give me a thumbs up if everything is looking good and sounding good on your end. It's great to see everybody on here right now. Kyle H., it's very possible we may be indulging in some Oreos. You never know. It's really great to be on here with you guys. Sonic Jet, I've been down here in 3 weeks. Hey, great to see you. Thanks so much for jumping, Sonic. I appreciate you. Randy Molina again, saying hello to Goody Two Shoes. Have you seen it? Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I did. I'm still recovering from it. And actually, right after this stream tonight, I'm actually going to be having some leftovers for the first time since last night. So I'm looking forward to that. Sonic, I've been on other live streams like Trippy Foods and Kendomic Productions. Very nice. Very cool. I appreciate you stopping on by. Drew's Food Reviews in the house. Good. We've got thumbs up all over the place. You guys can hear me okay and see me okay. That is great. And again, we've got the festive background going here. Once everything is back, to normal, I guess in January, I guess we'll say. Mr. Jimmy, mi familia in the house. Great to see my cousin-in-law in effect. Thank you so much for jumping on. Great to see you. Shout out to little baby Sophia and to mine everybody as well. Yeah, big shout outs to every single one of you guys. Have you seen it? I have not seen the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, believe it or not. I know it's available on Netflix. It's free, but I will definitely check it out. I will be watching The Mandalorian actually after this, after dinner, I should say, tonight. And I'm excited to get into that. No spoilers, no spoilers. I'm sure it's going to be a pretty amazing episode. Let's see, Mr. Jimmy. Yes, about to be an uncle again very, very soon. I know, my friend. You have been busy, to say the least. God bless you, though. God bless you. And shout outs to you. Homie hugs, homie hugs. This holiday season is going to be what it is, but thankfully we've got video conferencing, we've got live streaming, we've got all the fun stuff in effect for you as well. Another 2 minutes, we'll get into the official intro, and then we'll get right into a few things. Got a few things to show you. Picked up a few things from Black Friday. That's actually arrived here shortly before Black Friday, today anyway, I should say, by the time this is airing. But I'm going to be showing you a few things. Of course, we're going to do a review. And then later on into the stream, we'll be doing another little mini review for something that I really need to kind of do, because I know my wife is asking me to kind of do these so she can actually try them too. So we're going to be doing that as well. Feature packed show for you tonight here for the next hour or so. It should be a lot of fun. Brian Proctor, love them food reviews. Thank you. I have a lot of fun putting my content together. Sonic Jet, did you color your hair? No. My hair is not colored. I am not doing that, but I appreciate the kind words. And no, Pablo, we're not getting back into the hamster talk situation. No hamsters, no guinea pigs, no small animals, nothing whatsoever. Kyle Broussard, great to see you on here right now. Thanks so much for jumping on. Goody Two Shoes, just found out I'm going to be a grandma again for the second time next year. God bless you, Jane. That's awesome. That's awesome. I appreciate the good vibes coming from everybody here in the chat right now. That's awesome. I'm really great to hear that there. Everything seems to be kind of moving along. It really is. Sonic Jet, wonder if Arby's makes complete turkey meals. You know what? Considering the deep fried turkey they've got going on right now, I'm sure you can probably make a meal of that, at least for the holiday season. But good times from everybody here in the chat. We've got 39 people in the house right now. We have only 12 thumbs up. If you haven't hit down below, definitely do me a solid and hit that thumbs up, of course. And, of course, share the stream out with all the peeps that you know. And that would be a great thing. We'll get a little party going here for the next hour. You guys are probably recovering from Thanksgiving. I know I am right now, like I said earlier. as well as just the Black Friday goodness of just literally everything online, which I've done for years. I really haven't really braved the stores too much personally. It's pretty much been an online thing. But let's just get it going, guys. Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews live here on Friday. This is the 27th of November. It's kind of crazy. This month is almost gone. I create what I like to call high-quality foodie features here on the channel, and there is plenty to look at there. Everything's set up on playlists. You've got a lot of things to look at, of course. We pretty much have an amazing community. Not pretty much. We do have an amazing community here in the chat. And for all 40 of you plus who are watching here right now, I think you know that a good portion of you, maybe just the repeats that you come every single week, and I greatly appreciate that. You guys make the world go round. And of course, welcoming all the new ones into the fold, because the channel continues to grow every single day. It's always a plus right there. So if you guys like what you see, of course, subscribe to the channel. There's new content every single week, including live streaming. Friday nights, typically 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on the West Coast is where I reside. And should you wish to contribute to the channel and be official sponsors of the channel, you guys can definitely do that. You'll see the little $ in your chat window. That's for super chat donations, as well as PayPal stuff down below in the description. Feel free at will. Everything that is put into the channel, it goes right back out to you guys. I'm always building content. I'm literally about 3 or 4 projects ahead of where I'm at currently right now. There's always something in play. If you guys have seen a lot of the stuff I put out recently there, give me a thumbs up here, or this way, because I'm doing different software right over here. If you guys have seen any of my recent reviews, give me a thumbs up here in the chat. Today's most recent one was the Church's, the Oreo cheesecake, the Oreo cookie cheesecake, which was filmed, believe it or not, shortly after I did the 2 videos for the Church's fried chicken sandwich. They are the original as well as the spicy that they have out right now, which was a lot of fun to do, by the way. That was shot there. It's kind of like something to keep on the side should I want to release something. And I figured, you know what, holiday weekend, obviously, this would be the time to do that. So that's what you guys have today, which is the Oreo cookie cheesecake. Appreciate all the thumbs up. I'm glad you guys are digging the content and you viewed a lot of stuff I've got going on here right now. Six Woods Taylor, great to be on here with you as well. Thank you. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I'm doing all right. Still recovering from that time frame. Let me just tell you, craziness there. Manuel Soto, I appreciate the super chat donation already. One of the sponsors of the channel. Thank you so much for that. What would you do for a Klondike bar? Wow, you know what? That's a good question. And it's been a long time since that's been posed to me. Klondike I haven't had in a minute, believe it or not. But you know what? I wouldn't have to do very much, because I would just simply walk on over to my store to get it. So what would I do for a Klondike bar? I would walk right around the corner from where I live right now and go pick up a 6-piece right there as well. Preferably the one with the they usually have, like, you know, nuts on the outside or walnuts or something like that. That would be what I would do personally. But if you're looking for something more outlandish and crazy, that's probably that's another good question that I'm posing to myself right now. So I don't really know. What do you guys think I should do for a Klondike bar? What do you personally think? Because for me, like I said, I can just walk around the corner and go pick up some Klondike bars. So it's not going to take me too much longer than that. But I appreciate the donation, Manuel Soto. Again, if you're catching this on the replay, take a look down in the description box right now. You're going to find yourself as an official sponsor of the channel. And like I said, everything goes right back into what I do for you guys. And I do appreciate those donations. It definitely helps out greatly. So thank you so much for that. Shad, cousin has 200 videos. Let's see, and posted on 345,000 subs. Your content clearly isn't growing with your 3,000 videos posted. Well, I don't have 3,000 videos posted, but I have a lot of blast putting them together. But Shad, shout outs to your cousin. That's awesome. I appreciate that. Very, very cool. All right, let's see here. 6 Woods Taylor is going in. Very nice. Very good. What would you like to? Would I eat a Subway sandwich for a Klondike bar? Very nice, Drew. Very nice. That's awesome. Emerson, you should be wearing a mask, right? Very funny, very funny, very funny. In my own humble abode, come on now, you already know what it is. Jackie Hero, just saying a quick hello. Hope everyone is good and we're doing well. Jackie, thanks so much for jumping on, and also for all of your comments as well too. There's a whole multitude of stuff going on my channel with comments and everything as well. It's been literally just a very, very hard amount of time, I got to say, to be able to jump in there. I'm going to try and answer as much as I can in the next few days, naturally there. But guys, thank you so much for contributing to the channel, of course, and commenting down. I'm always asking those questions for a reason, because I love reading what you guys have to say. So I greatly appreciate that. Greatly, greatly, greatly. Let's see here. 6 Woods Taylor had his first taste of leftover Thanksgiving turkey panini, and I was really good and delicious. And awesome. That's really great to hear. Really, really great to hear. Let's see. Sonic, do you like fast food fruit punch or Coke? I love fruit punch from Jack in the Box, Burger King, or Carl's Jr. I haven't really had any fruit punch lately from fast food spots, Sonic, but I'm always pretty much a fiend for Diet Coke from Mickey D's lately. That's pretty much been my vice for $1 for a large. So I got to admit, really, really good stuff there. Goody Two Shoes, you should eat a Klondike bar upside down, not and you not the bar, upside down for a Klondike bar. That'd be interesting. That would be interesting to try something athletic and to try and see if I can do that, of course. Scott Matthew, what it do, man? Thanks so much for jumping on. I appreciate you. Sonic loves ice cream sandwiches as well. And yes, Sixwood, I do not like to eat at Subways. My previous working life, that was all that I had. And it's one of the reasons I've always said it's hard for me to get me back in there to give one of their things a shot there. So I'm not really a super fan. Deep fried Big Mac from Chevy 5-Speed, I'd be down with that to try. Absolutely. Saber fan, what it be, what it do, the best YouTube food review. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, Saber. I appreciate you. You guys are all amazing peeps, as you know. I love each and every one of you guys, even those who love to kind of jump in and try and throw the hate. It means it's making a difference. And I appreciate you being here, believe me, because if you don't have any haters, you have not arrived. So without a doubt. Kyle Broussard, yes, I just noticed that. I saw there was a quick post from Dayton earlier that he has his birthday coming up here. Happy birthday to the Dayton live show. So we'll definitely do that in just a second. Dayton, if you're still on, we will definitely do that for you before the night is out over here, so to speak, without a doubt. So let's see here. Let's Soaring Around the World from Pablo. Gerard Marlins just recently had 2 massive heart attacks. Oh, man, I'm wearing Life Vest. Binge watching your content for your content. Gerard, man, shout outs to you right now. Let me just say thank you so much for being here. And I'm glad I can try and distract you for a little bit from what's been going on there for you. Those types of comments, I got to say, they touch me only because I can't imagine, obviously with some of these things that some of you guys may be going through. I can relate to a lot of it because I've been through a lot of different things myself. So I know how important it is to be able to escape out just mentally, while you're trying to deal with things physically as well. And I've been hurt recently, so I know, what these things can do. So I appreciate that you're here right now, and definitely I'm going to keep you as entertained as possible and to try and help you get through what you're doing there. But just one step at a time, every day further past these situations, definitely is a step in the right direction because it's that much closer to healing. It makes you stronger mentally, physically, and naturally just keep yourself as distracted as possible. That's always the best thing, for sure. So, Fanboy the Viper 57, great to see you on here, my friend. Thank you. It's been a while. No worries, my friend. No worries. I appreciate you being on here right now. Portal Player, does it seem like fast food places aren't releasing as many new products this year? Yes, that's exactly what's been happening. But you know what? There is always something to review, and that's the thing. It doesn't have to be technically the latest and the greatest of really anything. And so if it's something that interests you personally, that is the real big side, or the real, I should say, the best thing about what it is that we do on YouTube. Because if it's something that you really feel like you want to share with the world to give your opinion of, you're going to do it because it's interesting enough to do that. And it's going to find an audience with somebody, maybe not initially right away, but then over time, you'll notice that those videos begin to creep up in views and things just begin to go. So never be discouraged at all by those types of things at all, for sure. That there's always something to check out. And if you're having fun doing it, that's all that matters. Really, that's all that matters. Let's see. Critical says to film it entirely with the camera upside down too, only for a reveal at the end. You guys are planting seeds here. I can see. Ed Keaton, thanks so much for jumping on. Guys, we got 66 amazing peeps in the house right now, guys. That's awesome. 25 thumbs up. If you haven't hit that thumbs up down below, definitely smash that button. I know my mom is watching personally, so I know that she's probably already done that, although technically that doesn't count, even though we're related. But moms, I love you right now. Hope you're enjoying your leftover Thanksgiving goodness, of course. I know we're all going to be doing that right after the stream tonight here as well. If you guys haven't seen what I had for Thanksgiving personally, you'll find it on my IG post. I actually have it saved as a highlight for Thanksgiving 2020. So take a look at that there. And it was an amazing situation. My wife just knocked it out of the park, made an amazing turkey. Probably the juiciest, the wettest, most flavorful type of turkey I think I've had like in a super, super long time. It was like literally just, I don't want to say dusted, but the flavor was so robust and strong, with garlic and rosemary and thyme and just the natural juiciness of the turkey itself. It was a nice 13-pound beast, and it was really pretty awesome. It really was. Ed Keaton, super chat donation. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the donation to the channel. Always one of my day ones also there. I appreciate you. You guys will find yourselves down in the description box below to be official sponsors of the Black Friday stream, guys, which is kind of a cool thing, November 27th. Good times for sure. The Cooking Kids Gang. Let's see, Pablo, don't be... All right, we got some stuff going on there. Goody two shoes. I saw people camping out at 5:30 in the morning at GameStop on a scary side of town. Yeah, no bueno with anything like that, especially here in California right now. It is crazy what's going on over here with stuff. So no bueno whatsoever. Believe me, no bueno whatsoever. So good times indeed. Let's see. Never Reform 69. I appreciate the $2 donation. I appreciate that greatly. Thank you so much. You will definitely find yourself as an official sponsor at the bottom. But if you'd like to see that, hope I did something for you. It's all good, my friend, but thanks so much. I appreciate you. Too much, too much. Kyle, your power went out last night. Man, you know what? They've been threatening that here because of the Santa Ana's going on. It's pretty crazy what's going on here on the West Coast. First it's fires. First it's next thing you know, it is what it is. So I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Jane had rotisserie chicken instead of turkey yesterday. Hey, still good. Still good. I love rotisserie chicken. I am definitely down with rotisserie chicken. Easily, easily, easily. So do you guys want to get into this review right now, being that we've kind of stretched it just a little bit into where I kind of was thinking we were going to be right now? And yes, GTA 5, of course, cool kids. I definitely love that game. Classic always. I wish they would come out or at least drop some hints of the 6th one. You know, it's coming right there. Portal Player, I almost, you know what? The other night on Walmart, I went all the way through the process. I was able to get in for an Xbox Series X because that's what I'm looking forward to getting more. And I kind of held back on doing that. So, but I did pick up a few things that I think you guys will find interesting, which I can't wait to show you guys in just a bit. So we'll get into that right now, and we'll get into that there. Drew says the get your review on. We're going to do that right now. For those of you that want to see the review, give me a thumbs up here in the chat so I know you guys are ready for it. And then we'll get into the action for sure. Jabin Cazales, thanks so much, man. What's up? What's up to you as well? Jared, with the lockdown restrictions in Los Angeles County, are you seeing more people off the roads and at restaurants? Yes, actually, just going around today, there was really hardly anybody at all. So finally, yes, yes, yes. Didn't see the police chase the other night on TV. Haven't seen that. Haven't seen that Sonic Jet. We got thumbs up all over the place here right now. All right, guys, let's get into this review, and we'll come back into some of the questions here as well. If you guys have answered or asked anything in the last like 15 seconds because of the delay that we have here, just hold that, and when we jump back on in over there, I will definitely address it there. Just cut and paste it in if you can right there. And Pablo, I appreciate you. Armando, actually, I should say, I appreciate that. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. I love you guys. All right, we've got a mini review later on in the stream, but tonight, guys, I had to return and basically do the other version of what I did last week. And if you guys saw what I did last week, because I was so blown away by it, let's get into it right now. Fudge-covered Oreo goodness, guys. If you guys have had this, put a cookie in the chat. I probably should have said to keep that Emojipedia tab open on your browser right now. But if you can, pop a cookie in the tab right over here. And if you want to give me your general thoughts on what's in there, let's keep it interactive. Like I said, we've got one of the best communities, if not the best community here on YouTube for sure. And I think you guys have a lot to say about these. But guys, look how sexy this box looks right now. Seriously, look how amazing that looks. I got to say, just amazing stuff right there. We got Armando has had these. So far, the Cookie Parade starting off right there. And Adam Young with the Super Chat donation as well. Another official sponsor of the channel. You guys will find your names down below, of course. I appreciate you, Adam. Thank you so much. And to everybody else who has already contributed, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sonic says these are good. He loves Oreos. Very nice. Gerard Mullins, we've got that in there as well. Looks like Goody Two Shoes has had these. Here we go again with the Oreo cookies from Pablo. I had to do it, but I got something at the end that'll probably just kind of like, you know, break the monotony a little bit there. But I had to do this, guys, because you can't do the white fudge and not do the fudge covered with the standard one. I mean, am I right? Come on. You mean you got to do this right now. So let's get into this. We'll open up the box. And we got a few things to show you after right here. Do the cookie dance. Gerard Mullins, what's the cookie dance? I'm just glad to be doing this right now with you guys on live stream because, guys, this is so much fun to do. I got to tell you, I really feel like it is a privilege to have the opportunity to kind of interact with you and just literally do this on a daily basis, if not in my regular structured content, but in live streaming, because it makes a huge difference. And like I said, with it getting harder and harder to answer comments more routinely quickly when I put my stuff out, I love connecting with you guys and talking with you here in the chat. And I hope it makes a difference for you guys. And if it does, let me see a heart here in the chat, because we're going to keep it interactive tonight. If you guys are digging that, let me see some heart. Let me see some love. And I want to know that I'm doing it right, at the same time. So let's get into this right now. I'll keep looking out for that stuff there in the chat here as we go. We got David P in the house as well. Cookie Monster tonight for sure. And again, just like the last time, I am really loving how they do this, guys. Check it out. We'll try and keep that as focused in there and try and keep it as sharp as we can. I appreciate all the love from all of you guys. We got Jane, Goody Two Shoes, Michael Domayer, Armando, Fila Zen, Shelly. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You guys are all amazing. You guys are all amazing peeps here right now. So let's give this a go. I'm going to open this up and you guys will get the first look. I am not going to be smelling this first. I want you guys to get the up close and personal. So I'm not going to be trying to keep this close to my face at all right now. Those are great frozen from Goody Two Shoes, she says. I can imagine. All right, let me show you. We'll take this out. We might as well just take the whole thing out since it's already out. Take a look. We'll get that kind of focused in. Hopefully that will, well, that's about as sharp as I can get it with the lighting I have in front of me here right now. This is as good as I can do. But as you can see, really, really nice. And as for the aroma test, hang on one second here. Michael Domayer picked up the white chocolate ones today. Nice, nice. I still have about half of that package left. The wifey definitely enjoyed, and I know that I've been kind of partaking throughout the week as well. But guys, a lovely situation. Again, we've got a nice 12 spot here. We've got 3 rows of 4, and I'm really digging it. Oh, strong fudge on this already. I can already tell this is going to be just redonkulous. So we'll try and focus this with the lighting, do the best we can here. Keep it focused in. I want to kind of give you a textured look so you can kind of see if I can catch the spot, but I think that's about as good as we're going to get it here. But as you can see, fudge covered goodness, Oreo on the inside. Let's give this a shot, guys. These are not the melt in your mouth, not in your hand type of thing. This is already beginning to kind of go. Let's do it. The initial crunch and then the rush of the creaminess of that fudge. Banging. Man. These things are ridiculous. Why they don't do this throughout the year, I don't know. But the actual thickness of the actual fudge itself, as I'm trying to focus it in, it seems a little lighter than the white one for some reason this time around. Maybe it's just the one that I got, but they do look pretty similar on here as well. But guys, solid Oreo cookie. The main talking point with this, aside from just the overall combination of it, is the actual flavor of the fudge itself. And truth be told, I thought this would be a little bit richer compared to the white chocolate or the white fudge. But it seems like it's more of a little bit of a muted chocolate. It smells like it's going to be rich, and it is as I'm eating it, but the flavor, it's still not quite hanging like the white fudge were. I think the white fudge is still going to be my favorite out of those. It's really good, though. I mean, I'm not going to trash this because it's really, really tasty, but the chocolate, a little bit more pronounced. Maybe it was the bigger bite, but the real test, and just so you guys know, 2 of these, 180 calories. So 90 calories a pop for one of these for obvious reasons. So let's just finish this one out with a little bit dunk on the inside over here right now. So as you can see, it's nice and coated. Let's give this a go. Here we go. It's just okay. I mean, the milk adds some more, fluidity to it, I guess. But for what it is, wow, I'm not disappointed, but I was expecting a lot from this one because the white one, the white fudge covered, was so incredibly banging last week. But I got to say, really, really tasty. Now this, if you're a chocolate lover, I think you'll like this. But for me, I'm a little disappointed, just a little bit, because the flavor, it's not super enhanced with the milk. And overall, it's not as super rich as the white fudge covered one that I did last week. So I like them, but, and they'll definitely get eaten. Believe me, I know the wifey is a huge fan of chocolate. She loves chocolate. But I think this one is a little bit kind of a muted flavor in terms of what this is. So Am I going to recommend these to you? Of course, because they're tasty. I mean, naturally, if you love Oreos, you're going to love these because of what it is. The light chocolate that I'm kind of getting on top of it, and that's what I have to say. It's light chocolate. Doesn't really look like what you're going to be getting into, which is really a lot of fudge covered goodness with this one. So strange. I guess maybe the way that I saw this on the shelf, there was a lot more of the white fudge covered that was taken off the shelf than this one, believe it or not. So maybe there was a reason for that, and I think I may have discovered why. It's just okay. I mean, it's tasty, but like Goody Two Shoes says, I'm going to have to maybe see about putting those in the freezer and give it a shot and experiment with that and maybe report back to you on that. But I like these as well. Overall, scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to go 8.6, just a little above 8.5 on this one. The other one was a straight 10 because that was instant. That literally felt like you were having milk and cookies in your mouth instantly without having to dip it into anything either, because it was just so vibrant. The white fudge really, really stood out. So mildly disappointed, but still tasty. I mean, I would get these, but this wouldn't be my first choice if I saw the white fudge covered there. I'm definitely going to go for those again. And I easily recommend that you do, even though I've got a half a package left of those still. Like I said, I don't think the 180 calories for 2 is kind of warranted for this. Maybe one every so often. The white fudge, you'll probably eat that like there's no tomorrow because it was really pretty amazing. So, 8.6 on this I think is fair. If you guys think that's fair, give me, I'm still not used to how this formatting is over here. Give me a thumbs up here in the chat if you think that is fair, if 8.6 is fair, because it's a tasty Oreo cookie. It's just not super, super like knock your socks off delicious like the other one was, and that really was something else. I got to say, I was very impressed with that. Bob Caton thinks that's a good score as well. Annette Cervantes thinks it's a good score as well. Very, very cool. Critical East Japan. Okay, fair enough. No need to revoke your reviewer license. Paul, I appreciate you, man, because you know what? I really want to make sure I have my license renewed for January 1st, okay? It's really, it's important that I continue my channel, believe me. And speaking of which, if you guys haven't jumped on over to see Paul's channel lately, you need to be doing that because, again, another amazing content creator is here in your midst, here in the chat right now. Critical East Japan in the house, of course, and a lot of others who are kind of creeping, I'm sure. Naturally, Drew's Food Reviews, one of the amazing mods in the channel as well. You guys already know what it is. But, guys, good stuff with that. Really, really good stuff with that. And, yes, Paul does rock Goody Two Shoes. Absolutely. So, did you guys do anything for Black Friday? Have you gotten any deals? Have you gotten any like sales or anything? Was there something you're looking forward to? Did you get a PS5? Did you get an Xbox Series X or S? Let me hear it in the chat over here, and we'll get into a couple of things that I picked up here. And I'm going to start it off with something that I pre-ordered a while back that some of you may remember, which finally showed up today, actually. And I am going to show you what it is. File is in. Ian Dude. What'd it do? Let's see. Excuse me. Dom's World, thumbs up. Very nice. We got Nope from Django Goo. Okay. All right. Zangu. E-Ricard in the house, jumping in there as well. You may have jumped in there while I was doing that review, but thanks so much for joining tonight. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Goody Two Shoes, I do my shopping early and online. No, but yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That's the way to do it there. I've done pretty much online the whole, like the rest of the time, like literally the last few years. The trips, need to pick up some external storage drives, hoping for a Cyber Monday sales. You know what? I've got a couple of the Seagate 5 terabyte drives that I bought last year. And I think it was like they were $79.99 or $79.99 to $99.99. That price either way is a solid value for what that is. I'd easily recommend that for your trips. That's what I back up all my stuff with. And I do recommend it completely to you there. It doesn't require any external power, super quiet, very small, literally about the size of like, a small phone. I mean, you know what it is. It's really very well done. I'd easily recommend that to you for sure. So we'll get into a couple of things here right now. Ed Keaton received the Criterion DVD, The Irishman. Nice. That was awesome. That movie was awesome. Gerard got a Serta pillow from Walmart. Was that jumped in there? Hold on, my chat just moved. What was that Serta pillow? Oh, man, what happened to my chat right there? Where did it go? File is in. Check my previous chat message. Do me a quick favor and just repost it real fast because I'll try and keep the chat moving here as we go. Oh, there we go. Gerard Mullins. I got a Serta pillow for $5 at Walmart. Nice. That's a deal. That's a deal right there. Sonic Jet, are you a fan of Strictly Dumpling? Yes, very cool. I've watched a few of their things on there. Absolutely. Really, really fun content on there as well. Really, really good stuff. Let's see. Online is the way to go from Adam Young. It absolutely is. I agree. I agree. Carl Broussard, speaking of PS5 and Xbox Series X, did you see any fights in the store? No, nothing. Nothing like that at all. Haven't seen anything online. Phyla, would you try Satan's Toe Lollipop Challenge if I bought it and paid it and shipped it to you? It's extremely hot, but I'd love to see your reaction. You know, let me think about that. Let me think about that. I know that I've seen some things or people who have attempted that online. I'm still trying to work out doing a P.O. box situation and all those things as well. So we'll have to see about doing something like that there. I know doing those challenges is kind of like a whole other thing on YouTube naturally for those types of things. But if I were to do that, naturally, I'd probably want to do it on the stream here with you guys, because that's really the best way to do it, you know, and just kind of suffer through and keep it real. But let me get back to you on that. Let me get back to you on that. Phyla Zen, okay, man, it's absurdly hot. I can imagine. I can imagine. You know, I will tell you, though, Phyla, I was trying to get the one chip challenge, and it just was not available here. Every year that that's come out, like the first year I passed on it. Second year I was casually looking, and now that this year I was looking and looking and looking and still nothing. So I'm not able to actually find that. So I would like to give that a try. I'd probably have to order it online, but I heard that 7-Eleven was offering it, and I was checking a few in the area, and nothing was there. Nothing was there. Proto Gradius, what's popping, man? Great to see you. Great to see you, or woman. Hopefully, either way. Thanks so much for jumping on. I appreciate you. I appreciate you greatly. Satan's Toe on the stream. That would be the way to do it. I'm telling you, that'd be the way to do it. So if I'm able to come across that, I'll keep my eye out for that. Let me see if I can try and find that as well, and I'll see what I can do for you. Rye the Stunner's in the house as well. Thanks so much for jumping on. And good times indeed. Got the Echo Dot from Amazon. Very cool. I've actually got one of those that I have in my living room, and I'm always asking it for, you know, today's temperature, you know, what time is it, you know, just like basic stuff. You know, what's the meaning of life, which is always kind of funny. There's a lot of funny stuff over there. Ed Keaton, do you have a favorite hot sauce brand? I like Tapatio. It's nothing really crazy. It's kind of a mainstream heat. But I do like Tapatio whenever I get my Mexican food, which actually about 4 hours ago, I got a burrito from one of my favorite spots here, Tacos Ensenada, here locally up in Sierra Madre. And I had to do the Tapatio. I mean, I love it. They make some really, really awesome burritos, and it was really, really tasty. So, all right, guys, let's get into a couple of things with Black Friday. Since you guys have gotten a few good things today or over that time. Sonic Jet, your microphone is picking up feedback. Hopefully that's not too disruptive for you there. I'm actually using the mic that's built into my camera here as opposed to my laptop, because we're doing the backwards way of doing this, considering my streaming software is not in there. So hopefully it's tolerable for you guys. I'll be able to check it when it's done. But I appreciate the heads up on that. I'll see if I can try and fine tune in some way as going forward there. But I appreciate you greatly there, Sonic, for the info with that. Guys, take a look. This actually finally showed up, and I pre-ordered this way back, I want to say July, August timeframe. And you guys already know Halloween is like one of my all-time favorites, if not the favorite horror movie of mine of all time. And today, finally showing up is the Nano Force collection that actually from Fright Rags. If you guys are familiar with Fright Rags online, these are basically, what this is a set based upon the movie. It's 12 plastic characters, 2-inch characters, Army Men style characters actually, with all the characters of the movie, and including the station wagon that Michael Myers steals to get to Haddonfield over here. We've got the tombstone with Judith Myers on it. You know, naturally we have all the rest of them. You'll see Sheriff Brackett, Michael Myers himself. There are different colors that are in there, including Bob the Ghost, which I think is going to be my favorite one besides that there. And of course the Michael Myers house, which is here in Pasadena, California. But take a look at this here. Pretty slick, guys. I've been looking forward to this. It's 13 total figures. They give you a preview of Laurie Strode kind of right there. Hopefully that color is not going to blow it out. But you get a 4-inch Michael Myers figure as a bonus, glow in the dark on that there. So really, really slick. I doubt I'm going to open this because apparently you can probably see where it says, yeah, adult content, adult collectible, not for children, right up on the very top, right over there if it tries to focus in. But just to read you the back of this, this is MC Toys and Fright Rags proudly partnered with Compass International Pictures to present our John Carpenter's Halloween Nano Force exclusive collector's set, featuring 12 classic 2-inch scale, quote-unquote, Army Men style plastic figures and one bonus glow-in-the-dark 4-inch Michael Myers figure. Now you can bring your favorite characters from the night he came home to your backyard, desk, or anywhere you'd like to play or display, which is kind of cool. So this apparently sold out like literally in 3 minutes the morning that they announced they were going to do pre-orders on this. And I was able to pick up 2 of them. You know, one from E Familia that I know, somebody who definitely is a huge horror fan. Be Real, we'll just call him for sure. He knows what's up if he's watching. But this is something that's an easy recommendation for Halloween fans, and I'm sure they're going to be doing a reprint or something down the road. This was something that, like I said, I've been waiting a few months for, so super excited for that. But for Black Friday, we'll go down the line over here real quick. Pablo says, go get a hamster. All right, then. Critically Japan, so you can't open it because it's not for children. Got it. Yes, there you go. There you go, Paul. You already know. All right, so Black Friday goodies over here. Take a look. Xbox One, Gears 5, $4.99, $5 for this game. So I hear it's a pretty awesome game as well, and it's actually part of Game Pass for Xbox, which right now on Amazon's $22.99 for a 3-month subscription of that. If you activate it, I think there's like 1 month free that they give you. So I was able to kind of stock up for a little bit for a few months of that. So naturally that's ready to go. But that's actually included with that. But I did that actually after I got this game. $4.99 for this right now at Best Buy. You can actually probably get this right now. I think it's still available. I would easily recommend it for $5. I mean, come on. This is kind of ridiculous. This one, you guys may have heard. I never got around to playing Horizon Dawn on PS4. So if you guys have tried this game, you know, give me a happy face here in the chat so I know that you guys are all into happy with Horizon Dawn. But, you know, when I saw this originally available as the uncut or the complete edition, it was like $20 at the time. $9.99 at Best Buy for this one. So if you guys have played Horizon Dawn, let me see a happy face here, right? And so I can see that you guys have played this one. And if this is a good choice, from what I hear, and I've read some reviews in the past, I said this is pretty fantastic. Really pushes the PlayStation 4 graphically. And with the new version coming out, this should actually be pretty good. I think it's Horizon West or one of those things, Golden West, something for PS5 down the road, which I know eventually I'll play. But for right now, looks like we've got a few happy faces in effect here as well. I couldn't pass this up for $9.99. This is all the DLC content. This is everything complete with the game. And actually, it's the PlayStation Hits logo. So I'm not really a super fan of the red packaging, but it's the game that counts. So it is what it is with that. Guys, this I'm super excited for. Actually, second to the last of being super excited because I'm playing one of these right now. I haven't opened this one yet, but I plan to. Resident Evil 3 also. And if you guys are wondering why I'm buying these on Xbox instead of my PS4, I always find myself kind of migrating back to the Xbox Live environment. I just prefer it more often than not. And these games are exactly the same pretty much on either platform. There's no difference. So that's the main reason. But PlayStation, 4 being what it is, that's what I have aside from Xbox One. $14.99 for this one, so not bad, for the cost of this for Resident Evil. And I did pick up Resident Evil 2 finally, and that was actually at a steal at $29 like a few months ago. It's cheaper now because it's Black Friday. But Resident Evil 3 right now, I'm a huge fan of the original Resident Evil series. I love the new stuff. I'm still like halfway through 7. I still have to kind of finish, but this is really, like I said, I'm a huge fan, and I was really super excited. And $14.99, I couldn't pass this one up at all. Same thing. But if you want to know my true vice right now, before we get into the next review in just a minute or two, this I've been playing literally as soon as I got home. This was maybe like 3 nights ago, and this has been a religious experience with headphones on, especially for like the last 3 nights straight. I've been going in on this. And if you guys are not playing this right now, if you're Star Wars freaks like I am, I love Star Wars, this is ridiculous. This is the combat sim right now to get by far. It is so immersive. Just the overall controls, the environment, the just being involved. And I know that you can play this on VR on PlayStation. Actually, I don't have that. But the Xbox One version of this is ridiculous. And yes, Chicago Leg 20 there. Resident Evil 4 remake is coming. They're going to announce that like anytime now, I'm sure, for this coming spring. So I'll pick that up probably next year this time when it's like $15. And I played that all the way through, and I love it. But guys, Star Wars Squadrons right now, this was $19.99 when I picked it up at Best Buy. It's now $16.99 on Amazon. So just to let you guys know, if you guys have Amazon, you guys have any of these systems, I would easily recommend it. If you have an Xbox Series X, because you guys can see it's already loaded right over there, there's a 120 hertz patch that you can get to really up the graphics, the frame rate and make this even more immersive in textures and everything like that with the new system. But just on its own, this thing is ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's so much fun. The combat takes me back to X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, actually, back in the day, which is really nice. So I'm a huge fan of this right now. I got to tell you, it is so much fun to play this right now. And there's some really, really cool story elements with it there. It's a combat dogfighting sim, but it has really, really cool story. And like I said, it's easy recommendation. So guys, this is worth the $20 by far if you decide to go with this one here. But Squadrons from Star Wars, really, really slick. Yes, Sonic Spy Hunter is a fun game. That's a classic way back in the day. Flying Hippo 5000 Battletoads. I played that original actually on the NES back in the day, and then the Super NES also. Derek, one of my cat videos went viral. What? Drop the link right here in the chat here, Derek. Let some other people check that out. One of your cat videos went viral. That's awesome. Ended up getting 1,000 subscribers in 2 hours. Man, that's awesome. Drop it here in the chat. If you guys are content creators, definitely rep some of your stuff here in the chat. I have no problem with that stuff at all. It's one big happy community by far. So if you guys have anything of value and you want to add it and you want to put it out there, definitely. Derek Leveske, you should, because you're one of my day one peeps. Come on now. You don't need any special invitation. Just go for it. Goody Two Shoes. The only thing I have planned for the weekend is finding Teobaki? What is that? Jane, what is that? Armando, yes, I played Resident Evil 0 for GameCube. I was thinking of getting the collector's edition of the original 0 and the original first Resident Evil back in the day, the remake, even though it's been out for a bunch of years now. I'd be curious to try that there. Let's see here. David P., was he cutting a cat? Are we talking about Drew? I hope we're not talking about Drew. Drew is past those days, just so you know, David. He is past those days. Well, guys, let me just say before we get further in, and again, I hope this stream finds you amazingly as well as you can possibly be right now. I hope you guys had a very relaxing holiday yesterday for Thanksgiving. The Cool Kids Gang, did you review the Church's chicken sandwich? Oh, that's terrible that you're asking that question, but yes, I did. You should know that I did. Guys, before you ask those questions, take a look at my playlist there or do a quick search and you'll probably find those videos have come up. And yes, I didn't mean to say that to make you feel bad. Cool, but I just want to let you know. Yes, I did review them, and absolutely, it was both the original and the spicy. So you guys can find those available on the channel. But good stuff there. Good stuff, Cool Kids, just to let you know. Let's see, Critical East Japan. Cat video, good. Okay. I'm going to have to bring this up over here. And what I'll do is I'm going to cut and paste that. Hang on one second here. All right, there we go. Cut. And I'm going to paste this into a window just so I have it open and I want to come back to it. So hang on one second here. All right, I just started really quick, and it's a cat looking at a fish flopping on the floor real fast here, Derek. I'm going to stop it right there. I'll have to take a look and see. And the name of the title to that one is Cat Couldn't Care Less About Flippity Fish Toy. 240,000 views. That's insane. In like a week's time, 6 days. That's awesome. Congratulations on that. That's awesome. We got to take a look at that and see. Derek Leveske, man, that's awesome. That's awesome. I'll be definitely taking a look at that for sure. Great to see you on here, my friend. Great to see you on here. That's crazy. Paul says, family brought me to Thanksgiving dinner without contact. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Mr. Jimmy says the cat was not amused at all. Yes, it looked he was just staring at it, and then we'll see how it goes. But that's hilarious right there. That's awesome when you see stuff like that. Ride the Stunner. Best part of the video for me is when Derek said couldn't care less in the correct way. Most people say I could care less. Very nice. Very nice. Trav tries. All right, time to rebrand my channel to cat videos only. Trav, another member of the review crew in the house. Thanks so much for jumping on, my friend. Happy post gobble gobble, which, by the way, I forgot to ask you guys in the very beginning. If you're recovering from Turkey Day, let me see a turkey. I'll keep doing that wrong. Right over here. Give me a turkey right over here in the chat. If you're recovering from the gobble gobble, if you gobble till you wobble, Definitely put a turkey in the chat over here. I want to see how many of you are still kind of feeling the effects of tryptophan from turkey right now. Because I know, like, my wife was like really upset with me. How come I wasn't getting any more leftovers today up until? And I said, you know what? We just had this last night. I had coconut cream pie for dessert on top of it. I was so done last night. Got up today. I did a whole cardio routine, like 750 calories, whatever it was. And I was just like, I didn't want to have anything until after the stream tonight. So I'm like, give me at least 12 hours to come back to it. So we got plenty of people with turkeys here in the chat. That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. I got to tell you, Mr. Jimmy, I'm going by that amount of turkey as to how much you're really recovering from that right now. I got to tell you. And I know you probably saw what I put out on the IG last night. Let's just say your cousin lit it up. Lit it up. It was amazing. Good times for sure. But I'm glad you guys definitely had a beautiful time. And if you had naturally either the virtual thing, if you had Zoom going, if you had people that weren't virtually, that were virtually with you and not with you in your inner circle directly, for everyone that's in lockdown with each other, it's at least we have the technology to do that, right? So that's really an awesome thing. But that's awesome to hear. Honey Baked Spiral Ham Day. Yes, Ride the Stoner. That's amazing stuff there as well. That's amazing stuff. Jane says it was good yesterday, but today I was overindulging in stuffing. You know what? I can't wait to get into the mac and cheese that my wife made. It was literally, cheddar, Monterey Jack, and she basically toasted breadcrumbs with butter before she even put it into the oven. Everything was slathered with everything and cheese on top. It was just no joke last night. It was so thick and it sticks to your bones, that type of thing. But good time. Armando, yes, Zoom is a popular thing for this year. It absolutely is. It already is. And Erna, 785, no jinxing. Cool in the Gang, did I reveal the Jack in the Box Panitos? Yes, I did. I did those as well. Sammy YT, thanks so much for jumping on. Went to Burger King to get something very interesting. You want to know? It's so odd. Yes. What is it that you got over there? Good old BK, all my peeps over there. David P. cooked the chicken breast using a new recipe. It was really good. Nice. A lot of people were doing kind of like not the usual thing this year. I'm hearing a lot of different things just to kind of switch it up. So it's nice to have the traditional things, but if you can do something different, that's always fun too. That's awesome. Let's see. Have you seen it? Sorry if I've already asked this already, but that Venom doll in the background in front of your Batman merch, where are you seeing that? It could be, if it's up over here, it's probably going to be Spawn. Actually, with the gorilla, he's actually punching the gorilla if he's up over there. If you can kind of see that, it's kind of hard because of the lighting that I have right now, but he's up over here. If you can see that. Let's see here. Turkey and beef brisket. Very nice. Very cool. Erna, 785, are you into politics at all? Very lightly, but of course I follow what's going on, and I do have my preferences with certain things. Sammy, I went there and got a Steakhouse King, but added the Impossible Patty to it. I also ordered a Whopper Junior combo with large Dr. Pepper. Nice. Yeah, the Impossible Burger is not bad. Their version of it there is good there. So you can pretty much make that for anything, naturally, that BK puts out for sure. All right, you guys ready for the bonus review? If you're ready for the bonus review, let me see a thumbs up here in the chat. And again, to everyone who has donated on Super Chat so far, guys, thank you so much. Again, down below, you guys are official sponsors of the channel. Anyone through PayPal, I will not know directly until after the stream, being that I have no way to see that over here, and I don't want to do any of that stuff while we're streaming because we're going to keep that flow moving. But thank you in advance. Of course, you guys will find your names down below. Let's jump into the next one here. I know this is something, like I said earlier, the wifey was telling me that something that, I need to check out because I've had this sitting here for a minute, and I figured, you know what? It's another variation of something that I can finally get rid of after this because naturally I need to get these out of here, to be honest. So without further ado, bam, we've got Pringles Wavy. We've got hot roasted jalapeno right over here. So I'm very curious. These are basically fire roasted, I should say. Fire roasted jalapeno. I guess technically they're supposed to be hot. Let's take a look and see. Sammy YT, thanks so much for the Super Chat donation. I appreciate you. Absolutely. Thank you. Everything going back into the channel. There you go. We've got Pringles Wavy Fire Roasted Jalapeno, guys. If anything, I am seduced by the marketing of these Pringles cans. I don't know why, but they just look really, really cool. So I like the fact that they really kind of showcase what you're supposed to be getting with this here, and I'm hoping. And yes, Goody Two Shoes, super excited for the McRib returning, along with Holiday Pie also, by the way. This little tip for you right there. That's also coming on back, and I can't wait for that. I had a blast doing that review. So that should be a lot of fun to check out again. But I got to tell you, good stuff there. Good stuff. Pringles usually, let's see, good thing, because sounds good. Pringles usually disappoints. I hope not. We'll have to see with this one here. Obviously, this is kind of their take on Ruffles, just to kind of see for what it is right over here. But let's just give it a go and see. And obviously, we've got our little friend, Once You Pop, You Can't Stop, on the outside. Let's give this a go. And I've been kind of cleaning my palate, if you're noticing, as I'm going throughout the stream here for this reason. That Oreo is completely gone from my palate right now. So I'm going to give you guys the first look, of course. And we're cracking this for the first time. I'll let you guys take a look. I know it's the lighting, but nondescript chip. I know it's contrasty. Whoop, as that jumps forward over here, we almost lost a few. And so far, it looks like there's a little bit of dusting on this, just a little. I'm going to see if I can try and get this to focus. Probably not with my luck. But not so much seasoning on this, just a few little specks here and there. But considering this is supposed to be fire roasted jalapeno, and they're accentuating the jalapenos on this here right now. If you guys have had these over here, give me a potato in the chat. Let me know you guys have had these while I'm going in on this to see how many of you have given this a shot. Again, this was like maybe like $1.20 or something like that. You know, standard can of Pringles at Walmart at the time. But if you've had these, let me know here. Fire roasted jalapeno. Let's see exactly how heated these really are. That's a good chip. But, okay, here it comes. Building, building, building. Let's keep going with it. Let's keep it building. These are good. These are good. Wow. Not as salty as the rotisserie chicken one, but a nice, even, steady keel of heat as it goes. So you feel it kind of build, pop another one in real fast. Hold on, let's do one more. I like these. It's kind of a light spiciness, but nothing crazy. But you know what? I think the ridges make a difference with this because they feel thicker. You know, even though this looks like it's the same thickness as a standard Pringle, maybe just a little bit thicker than that. But that fire roasted goodness, that heat is really beginning to go. And the more and more that you have of these, the more it's beginning to kind of hang in the cut, so to speak, in the background there. So this is not bad at all. Sonic likes the sour cream ones. Yes, I do. Oh, yeah. These are good. Solid 8 on this. Solid. Only because I like the ruffle-like texture that this has. There's a kind of a good shot of it. So you can kind of see the ridges in there. But I guess for marketing, they're just trying to show you that the whole chip is lit up with fire roasted goodness over here. But the heat is light. In order to really get it to build, you got to go for more than like 2 or 3 at a time. And then you really pick it up. And you really should be having at least a couple of Pringles, maybe at one time, to kind of get the full flavor for what it is. But these are good. As a backup, I'm glad I finally have this one open. That's kind of a quickie review for you as well. I know the wifey's going to appreciate this, and she's going to like this because she likes spice. So this is going to work out pretty nicely. But I like the fact that the ridges, it feels like a thicker chip. So each one almost feels like it's 2 Pringles. So Pablo's definitely tried these. We got potato spuds in effect. Eva Card says no fat burger where she's at over there. That is no bueno. They have some pretty good stuff on there, Eve, for sure. But it would be nice if they're actually a little bit more prevalent elsewhere. I heard, actually, I saw some stuff on social media about In-N-Out opening up in Colorado, I think. And there was like lines all the way around the place there. So welcome to the club for all of you peeps who are in the area. That place is the bomb. Applewood smoked cheddar is the best. Yes, I've tried those actually on camera, and those are pretty awesome. That was one of the first ones I tried, I want to say during the summertime. And I've had this one sitting since, believe it or not. So, you know, definitely pretty tasty. Good. Very, very good on this one. Well, not disappointed. And I love the wavy, you know, with this one here. Pretty tasty, guys. Pretty good. So a little quickie review on that one. Philo Zen, got to bounce. Thanks so much for jumping on. Appreciate you. Thank you. We'll see you next time. I appreciate you jumping on there. For all of you peeps who haven't already, definitely smash that like button down below. We've got 83 peeps in the house here right now. 48 thumbs up in effect. Erna, 785, what are your thoughts on that? Is it really that bad? Yes, it is, especially here on the West Coast. It is no joke right now. Plush and Mickey D's, not two words I'm used to seeing together from that. Probably from something from up above over here, but yeah, it is crazy all around the country right now, and it's no joke with what's going on. So it's craziness. Shout out to the rotisserie chicken wavy Pringles from Armando. Ian, you should try to do the Cully's Ramen Challenge, Carolina Reaper Ramen. You know what? What a lot of people were doing that a few months ago. I thought about it, but I just don't want to do that to my system. I got to be honest. I have kind of a glass system, so it's one of the reasons I kind of really am careful with that. Sammy, what's funny about your BK? Good times. I'm glad In-N-Out, you guys are all jumping on the In-N-Out bandwagon over in Colorado. It is really tasty stuff. I absolutely love it. 14-hour wait for In-N-Out. That's a little much, but you know, it's definitely bomb. Once you have it, you'll know why it is what it is. Limited locations because they know everyone will be crazy if it comes to their area. Actually, Chicago leg, it's the limited location because it's only located around certain distances of where meat processing is done, where you can get it fresh. That's the truth, actually, why that is. Everything that's done is brought in there because it's close by where the meat processing plants are. So what you're getting is the absolute freshest product around, and that's why it always tastes the same wherever you go. So it's not just stuff frozen and they can put locations everywhere. It's there's a method to the madness, believe it or not. So that is the reason why they do that, just because of the everything that's done fresh there. Nothing is cooked on site, or actually everything is cooked on site, but nothing is processed on site. They don't bake or do anything like that. Everything is brought there. So you have to be within a certain radius for those places in order to actually, so it fits the mold for them. So that's why they do that, which is kind of good. It says a lot about the quality of what you're getting. And once you bite into it, you'll know instantly why it's like that. It's really, really great stuff. And yes, Gerard, you already know, double animal style with animal fries, heaven. That's my all-time favorite thing. I do double animal style, no tomato. And I've been adding extra onion to it, believe it or not, just adding them just more in there as well, too. There. So good times. Ed Keaton, great stream as always. I missed you guys last week. No worries. I appreciate you jumping on, Ed, and a very happy holiday to you as well, to everybody on the stream tonight. Have a great weekend. Stay frosty. Look forward to that new content coming along as well, Ed, as always here on the channel. You already know. And again, I appreciate the donations to the channel for all of you guys who have done so far. Thank you. Have I seen Lampoon's Christmas Vacation movie? Yes, actually, believe it or not, I worked in a movie theater when that movie came out back in, I think it was 1990. When that movie came out, I was actually working in a movie theater when it actually came out. And I remember watching it in the theater in between doing whatever I was doing there, which is probably fooling around too much of doing other things, but it was always a lot of fun, of course. So yes, that's one of my all-time favorite movies by far. Easy. Derek Levesque, are you going to try the pizza-flavored buffalo wings? You know what? I thought about that, and I was thinking about giving those a go. I don't know if I'm going to be able to getting around to it, but because of the promo, however long that's going, I'll take a look to see. But things, like I said, are a little different in terms of just how things are being done right now with restaurant-style food and that type of thing. And I love to get the certain footage to kind of give you that authenticity when I put my content together. I don't want to kind of just put out something just to put it out. I want to give you something where it doesn't seem like there's we all have issues going on right now with what's happening around the country. So I like to get certain things on the inside, filming wise. Of course, I ask permission, but the way things have been lately, it's difficult. That's part of the reason I haven't done too many restaurant stuff outside of what I've been doing normally for that. So I don't want to say definitely no, but at the same time, we'll have to see. Sammy, Mr. Burger King is next to McDonald's, which is literally in front of Burger King. So every time I have to choose. You know what? There was a Burger King that was right next to a Mickey D's close to me that closed and actually became the new Del Taco, which I actually just reviewed their new smothered Cholula tamales at. That used to be a Burger King back in the day. For you eagle-eye viewers who are watching my drive-through sequences, it's the same area. It's just Del Taco now for that. So I can appreciate that. Absolutely. I miss that BK over there, to be honest. But again, I have my local contacts here and I have my local BK that I go to. So that's obviously, you know, that's awesome too, for sure. Do you like Original Lampoon's Vacation? Yes, Wally World in California. Absolutely. It's classic stuff. It's classic stuff. You already know. All right, guys, as we wind this down right now, let me just tell you the rest of the night for me is going to be definitely doing gaming action for sure. Got to get back into Squadrons later tonight. But Mandalorian for sure. I can't wait to watch the new episode. And, you know, definitely just relax for this weekend. Next content piece will be coming out for the weekend, of course. Shooting for either Sunday or Monday. Naturally, the Monday is the 30th, so we'll see about maybe having at least one. I'll try and have at least maybe one more before the month is out. Maybe two, depending upon there. I have the stuff I can get done. If I can get it done this weekend, then it'll be two. But if not, at least one for you for sure. And I hope you guys like the stuff that's been out already there. And just to give you a quick breakdown of what's come out, because it's been an eventful week for sure. Let me bring this up here really quick. All right, so aside from the Oreo cookie cheesecake, Del Taco Cholula smothered tamales, we have Shake Shack's Veggie Shack, which is something that we just opened up a new Shake Shack, brand new here in Pasadena, literally about maybe a month ago. That's pretty awesome. So you'll see some more Shake Shack reviews of things I wanted to scratch off my bucket list to try there. It's a lot easier to get into. It's a lot closer to home, and I can do a lot more. And if you want to see exactly what that one looks like there, take a look at the Veggie Shack promo that I did there. That was kind of fun to check out. I'm not going to be getting that again, not to deter you from watching that video, but let's just say, you know, Shake Shack, what they do very well, they do very well. This one in particular was okay, but I'm glad that I tried it. I can say that I tried it. I'm glad it's part of my portfolio, but it is what it is. I can't wait to get back to the regular stuff. But I did actually eat there with the wifey shortly after they opened, and it was amazing, as Shake Shack is, so as you already know. Swarthy Princess, have you not gained weight? How? Have you not gained weight? How? Moderation. Everything in moderation. Believe me. I'm very glad to say I have the same weight since college, and I'm very happy about that. Naturally, as I feel I'm getting older, things may be changing somewhat, I guess, as we all get older. But at the same time, I'm very happy about that. And Pablo, don't worry. There's no deleting of the live stream. This will be out tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You guys can relive everything that you've seen here tonight, and I'll be able to go back and take a look at some of the stuff in the chat as well. I'm very glad to be on here with you guys, as you know. But again, lots of fun stuff here. And again, let me just say, guys, I am so grateful, like I said, to be able to, you know, be on here with you, to do this and to interact with you. And like I said, it makes a huge difference to myself and hopefully to you guys as well, to be able to connect, you know, the way that we do here. And yes, Irma, I do remember Home Alone when I worked at the theater in 1990. I worked during all that time. Started actually in late summer, I want to say, in 1989, when Batman was actually out, and we had Ghostbusters 2 and Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade coming out in the same summer. So that was one of the glory days of me and my buddies in high school, and I had so much fun with that for sure. Just good times, just good times. E. Noel, my sister is here. Mihara is in Pasadena, is great, close by the Rose Bowl. Yes, we've been there many times together. Mi familia, E. Noel, thanks so much for jumping on. I appreciate you. Hopefully you're doing all right, and you guys are enjoying The Mandalorian for like the 8th time now. I know you're in love with Baby Yoda, so it's good times there. I can't wait to watch it later on tonight for sure. So guys, good times. Let me just say again, wishing you a very, very happy holiday season. This is now officially the start of what the holidays will be for us there. Naturally, we have our holiday setup in effect. Hopefully my software will be taken care of, and we'll actually get everything up and running officially once they get themselves in check and OBS comes out with an update to fix itself on Big Sur for Mac, because I can't use anything that I had before. And we'll see from there. And yes, the child, such a sweetie. Good times, good times. Good times indeed. The chat is moving along. It's moving quickly over here. All right. Guys, let me just say again, thank you so much. Thank you. A very happy post gobble gobble to each and every one of you guys. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, definitely do so. If you've made it this far into the stream, we've got 85 peeps strong, 56 thumbs up. If you haven't hit that thumbs up, please do me a solid and do that. And again, for all those peeps who have donated to the channel, take a look down below. You guys are official sponsors of the stream tonight. You guys are making the world go round, along with everybody else here in the chat. All amazing peeps in the house here right now. And I got to tell you, I'm really, really super glad to have each and every one of you guys here. Noel, yes, the luggage room in Pasadena. We'll get back to normal, when things get back to normal, we'll get back to getting back to the luggage room. Super excited for that. And yes, Paul, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for all you guys hitting those thumbs up right now. 93 peeps in the house too. That's an amazing situation. If you guys haven't hit it down below on the way out, I appreciate it. And again, if you guys are watching this on the replay right now, drop some comments down below. Let me know what it is that you'd like to see, anything in particular. If I get a whole bunch of people kind of requesting the same thing, I'll kind of know where your headspace is and where everyone is at. And it helps me plan out some of my other videos outside of my regular structured content with all my contacts that I have here as well. I get a lot of daily connects from people that actually like to tell me what's coming out, what's coming soon. And of course, I want to get those exclusives out to you as soon as possible. But anything in between that is crossing stuff off the bucket list that hopefully you guys will find interesting. And we'll just go from there. So with that, let me jump on over here right now, and I will catch up with you guys. The Trips in the house as well. Thanks so much for jumping on, Trips. I've been seeing you throughout the stream. Jump on over to the Trips as well. They're awesome group of peeps up in Canada, doing it big and having a blast doing it. You could tell just the camaraderie and just the good times between them is pretty infectious, and that's really a beautiful situation. Happiness is key with this stuff, and you guys definitely exuberate that on camera, and I appreciate you doing that naturally. It's positive contribution to the community, and it's really a beautiful situation. And to all the amazing mods here in the chat, thank you for doing what you do as well. As always, not too bad this week, a few things here and there. It is what it is. Sonic Jet, B-Man's Teriyaki, one of my first reviews ever on my channel. Take a look, it's there way back in the day. Way back in the day. So good times, and again, have an amazing weekend. Hopefully you guys pick up some deals this weekend from Amazon and or any other place that you guys are going to, but hopefully do it right. And definitely be careful and be safe out there. And we will be back very, very soon. So with that, I appreciate you guys jumping in there. Thanks so much. If you had a lot of fun tonight, the last emoji of the night, I would love to see, let's see, what would be the final emoji for tonight? Give me a burger. Give me a burger here in the chat. Drop a burger. If you guys had fun on the stream tonight, give me a burger, and then we'll see what's up for with this here. Frosty the Snowman is on tonight. Nice. I'm gonna have to take a look. I don't know. Didn't even realize that, to be honest. Take care, Jane. I appreciate you jumping on. We got burgers jumping in. Sammy is one of the first ones. Thank you. Pumpkins from Tyrone Wiggins. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Halloween year round. Nightmare Before Christmas. Right in effect there. Guys, I appreciate you jumping on. We got snowmen from my sister. We got burgers from Drifter Nomad, Derek Levesque, Michael Domer, Sammy YT, Bobby Caton. Have you seen the Trips? Critical East Japan, Paul, Goody Two Shoes. I appreciate you guys. You know, the love, I'm telling you, I'm feeling warm right now. I'm feeling warm right now. My heart my soul is warm, and I appreciate you guys. Armando with the pretzels. You're speaking my language right now, too. Besides the burgers, I can go for soft pretzel dipped in some gooey cheddar cheese. That actually sounds pretty bomb right now. All right, good times, guys. I appreciate you jumping on here right now. Let me jump on over to the bottom. And with that, this is Ian K officially closing out the live stream for November 27th, Black Friday, the Black Friday stream. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for jumping on, as always. Like I always say, I've got brand new content every single week here on my channel. So stay tuned for the next review coming real soon. In the meantime, stay frosty. Guys, stay frosty and stay safe. And do me a favor, have some cake this weekend. Do something fun. Just indulge. This is all about having a good time. I know my mom is having coconut cream pie while she's probably watching this right now. Mom, that was for you. I hope you love it. I hope you're enjoying it right now. Christmas trees for my sister. Definitely feeling the love. And I'm telling you guys, you know, we'll all get through this together. Let's just do what we can to have as much fun as possible. And we'll definitely rock this one out here. I'm telling you right now. But great to be on here with you. And I will talk to you guys soon. Without a doubt, I'm jumping on over. Stay frosty, guys. We'll see you soon. Peace. And is that working? There it is. All right. Now we're good. Take care, guys. Have a good weekend.